Things have taken a little bit of a turn for the worst since you were last here, and our form in the Premier League has meant that we have slipped a little in the table and Arsenal have overtaken us. But we have won our first trophy and we are still in the quarter-finals of the Europa Conference League. Let's go and find out what's been going on. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to the London Stadium, West Ham. And if you are new to the channel, then why not? Subscribe, like, watch and comment. Help the channel to grow. Help us to support all that good stuff that you can see scrolling above. And while things were going fairly well earlier on, and certainly by the last episode we were very, very pleased with how things were going on, things have taken a little bit of a turn for worse. And we have dropped a little bit in form and we have gone down one place in the table, and Arsenal have moved above us as a result. So we are currently sitting in fourth. We have already qualified for the Europa Conference League next season, and we have won our first trophy. But it's always the Premier League for me that matters more than anything else, and it's very nice to win a trophy. It's not a great trophy, although we still are in the Conference League, but I want to do as well as we can in the Premier League. So let's have a look quickly at what's been happening on the pitch. And so when you were last with us, you saw us beating Wolves by 3 goals to 0. We then went on to beat Brighton comprehensively by 4 goals to 1. And that was where it all started to go wrong. We lost at home to Arsenal by 3 goals to 1, and then surprise defeat to Brentford away by 2 goals to 0. That was when we won, after that, the EFL Cup, the Carabao Cup, and then in the Premier League we played Aston Villa, and we beat Aston Villa by 5 goals to 0, an absolute thumping. But then, surprisingly, again, a 1-1 draw away at Fulham, a game we should have won, and that didn't do our chances of top 4 finish any good at all. And then we followed that with a 2-2 draw against Manchester United. And again, we were 2 goals to 0 down, and we came back to draw 2-2, even though we'd had Souček sent off. A very, very good performance to rescue a point from that game. In between, as you know, we won the EFL Carabao Cup final, beating Everton 1-0 after extra time. And we beat Blackburn by very narrowest of margins in a penalty shootout in the FA Cup 5th round. And that meant that we were in the quarter-final of the FA Cup, but unfortunately we came unstuck against Manchester City by 4 goals to 2. And things were going okay in the Europa Conference League. We beat Lech Poznan by 4 goals to 0 away, and then we hammered them at home by 6 goals to 0. And so that set us up really nicely with a quarter-final against Fenerbahce. And I believe we could go all the way in this competition. We would just have to see. But as I said earlier, it is the Premier League that I want to focus on. And today we have a very, very important match against Crystal Palace away. It's a game I want to win today. So let's go and kick some balls. And so the team for today is Areola in goal, with Kufal, Diakaby, Zuma and Cresswell at the back. Dominguez and Rice in midfield, with Bowen, Pequata, Benrahma and Scamacca making up the strike force up front. And I think that this is a game we should win quite comfortably. And the game has begun, and it's a fairly even contest at the moment. We are just kind of edging it, but Palace do have the ball, and they are trying to work it out from the back. Can we take it off them? And we are putting pressure on them. We just need to step up the pressure a little bit, take the ball off them. And Palace nodded on, but it's picked up by Zuma. Zuma, he looks in field for Rice. Rice for Dominguez. Dominguez, who's developing nicely as a player and doing very, very well. And here is Benrahma. Benrahma, he's cutting inside. He's looking for support. He finds Dominguez. Dominguez with a scrum. Dominguez has scored a little toe poke from the edge of the penalty area. It's Crystal Palace 0, West Ham 1. That's the kind of start I was looking for. Well done, Dominguez. I was just telling you that he has developed really well as a footballer over the course of the last few games, and he's played very, very well. He's today deputizing for the suspended Souček, who was sent off in the Manchester United game, and it's a very, very good start. And we just need to defend well now, hold on to the lead. We're not chasing this game too much. We're just going to try and be sensible. But that's a terrible mistake at the back. And here come Palace, and he's hit the crossbar. And we do need to avoid making those dreadful errors. But it remains Crystal Palace 0, West Ham 1. We're still in the lead. It's what we wanted. And Cresswell would swing in a corner and looking for Scamacca. But here's Pequata, and he's looking inside for Dominguez. Dominguez finds... And there's a shot, and that is a great save. And I'm not quite sure who took that shot, but my word, it pulled out a save from the goalkeeper. And I still have this little sore throat, and we are trying to deal with this as Cresswell fires in the corner, but it's headed away. Cresswell is going to look and try to win the second ball. He does. And the Diabate, and the ball comes to nothing. And so, 20 minutes gone, it is still Crystal Palace 0, West Ham 1. Not much seems to be happening in the game. It's still a fairly even contest. We have had the better of the possession, and hopefully that will be good enough for us to see this game out. And I think, yeah, it's probably a good idea. We don't want to be fouling too much and picking up too many yellow cards, so we'll remove that instruction. 1-0 at halftime could be better. Things are going well, but you are capable of even better. And that is the message that I am going to give them, and I want them to know I'm expecting a little bit more from them in the second half. But here come Palace, but we've intercepted. And Benrahma, he's looking over the top for Bowen. That is a beautiful long ball. Bowen, can he get in through here? And he tries a snapshot. It's saved by the goalkeeper. And I just wonder, should he have crossed that ball? We're pretty much dominating the match at the moment. But we need to be careful as Crystal Palace are looking to bring it forward. Something is going on here. No, Crystal Palace are just bringing it forward, and we just decided to go to sleep there for a minute, and it comes to nothing as he fires it over the crossbar. It's still 1-0 to West Ham. I don't think we need to do anything in particular, although Palace are taking the game to us a little bit. And was that a poor tackle? I don't know, but there's another snapshot. He's hit the post and it's cleared. I think it is time now to look at doing something. I'm not quite sure why. I think what we'll do is we're just going to lower we're going to go to a mid-block. We'll lower the line of engagement. They are getting a little bit too much space for the long shots. We have Cresswell, who is tired, so we will take Cresswell off and bring on Cornet. Kufal probably does need to come off, but we do have a throw, and Kufal with the throw, and he finds Paquata, and here is a lovely ball, and Scamacca's in space. Scamacca fires a shot which I think clipped the top of the crossbar, and I think it is time to go and make some changes now. But we will wait until this highlight is finished as we swing in a free kick, and there is Zuma at the far post, and it remains 1-0. And so we have made a few changes just to freshen things up a little bit. We've brought some fresh legs onto the pitch, and the score remains 0-1. We are in front. Bowen is a little tired. We might have to do something about Bowen. We do have one more substitution left, and I think what we will do, we may have to switch over Benrahma, and then we will bring on Fornals on the left-hand side, and that should do the trick. And hopefully that will do the trick, where there are just 6 minutes left, and we are still in front by 1-0. I'd like to hang on if we possibly can. Time is winding down. There doesn't seem much happening in the game at the moment. I'll take a 1-0 win away from home. And this looks like full time. And it is full time. And it is Crystal Palace 0, West Ham 1. It's a game we dominated. A game that we deserve to win. And why is he a little bit upset? Scamacca could have done better. And if he's upset, then he needs to be upset. But we're doing very, very well, and we are maintaining our lead over Manchester United. We are currently in 4th. We are 7 points clear of Manchester United. We're 2 points behind Arsenal, who are in 3rd. Anything could happen still as we come into the final run-in of the season. And I'm not sure when we'll come back. We'll play it by ear and see what happens, but we will see the season out next time, because the full game is about to drop in a day or two, so we will then be focusing on our main save. And so that's it for this video. If you are new to the channel, then why not subscribe, like, watch, comment, help the channel to grow, and help us to support the very worthwhile cause that you can see scrolling up above somewhere. We are fairly happy here at the London Stadium, West Ham. We'd like to be doing a little bit better. Our form is not brilliant, and maybe we'll be able to pick up as the final run-in develops. But we do have some very, very tough fixtures there. I'll be happy finishing in 4th. We'll be back with the end of the season and a little bit of a summary. We will see you all very soon.